Most men are asleep, and by the time they wake up, it's already too late. Nobody's coming to save you. No mentor, no miracle, no second chance. A lot of people are walking through life disoriented, and it's not because they're weak, it's just because no one told them the truth. And one of the hardest truths to accept is that you and only you are responsible for your life. Not your parents, not your partner, and not society. Many people grow up just waiting for someone to come save them, guide them, or even offer them a path. But that rarely happens. You are the captain of your own ship. And that leads us to our second truth, which is that discipline is more reliable than motivation. Motivation is just an emotional state. It can fluctuate with your mood, how your body's feeling, or even the weather outside. But discipline is a system, a strategy. It's a way to overcome emotional turbulence. The most successful people aren't constantly inspired. They're consistent no matter what they're going through and despite how much motivation they have. And as a man in today's society, this isn't an option. You have to be disciplined in your everyday life. Which takes us to our next point, which is that comfort will quietly kill your potential. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It seeks safety, familiarity, and ease. But real growth only occurs when you embrace this discomfort that you're running from. If you avoid pain, you avoid transformation. Staying comfortable is like sitting in warm water that slowly begins to boil. And one of the hardest things for men to overcome is lust. If you don't control your lust, it will rewire your brain's reward system, creating dependency. And over time, this will lead to your dopamine receptors being completely destroyed. Normal everyday pleasures will lose their spark, and eventually, only extreme stimulation will feel rewarding. And this won't just affect your sexual health, it will bleed into your productivity, relationships, and your emotional well-being. Shame thrives in secrecy, and you don't overcome this willpower alone. You need community and accountability. And this applies to drugs as well. Even just smoking weed makes you feel like you accomplished something, like you're celebrating. But in reality, you're not. You're just altering the part of your brain that's responsible for motivation, pleasure, and focus. And you might think this weed will help you chill out, but what is it really numbing? Anxiety, boredom, or your fear of failure? The real truth is that whatever you're avoiding emotionally will eventually grow until it controls you. Smoking weed every day will put you in a state where you feel detached, unbothered, and ultimately just stuck. It won't destroy your life all at once like some of these harder drugs, but it will just slow you down quietly, passively, until years have passed and you've gone nowhere. Really ask yourself, why do I smoke weed? Am I just using it to relax or to escape? There's a difference and it matters. And there's nothing to be ashamed about. You just need awareness, because the scariest thing about weed isn't what it does to your body, it's what it steals from your ambition. And this next truth might be a little harsh, but it's the reality we live in. As a man in today's world, how resourceful and competent you are heavily influences how valuable you are to other people, especially to women. How worthy you are internally is infinite, but the world requires contribution, not just intention. Whether it's money, skill, emotional intelligence, or leadership, you will always be judged by what you bring to the table. And although this may be cruel, it's also practical. Understanding this will allow you to put yourself in a better position. Everyone is busy and trying to manage their own chaos, and sometimes this may feel isolating, but it also means that you don't have to wait for permission to heal, grow, or act on something. You're more free than you think, so take responsibility. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. You can do anything in this world that you want to. But this takes us to our last truth, which is that time is not on your side. We tend to underestimate how much time something will take us to do, and overestimate how much time we have in this life. But the most brutal truth is that you will never be younger than you are right now. You will never be this healthy again, and you will never get back today. Growth doesn't wait on anything. Purpose isn't waiting, but if you want to build a better future for yourself, start now, because that's all you have. Life isn't easy, but it's yours, and this is the only one you get. Your mind can either be your prison or your launch pad. You get to decide, and that decision starts now, not tomorrow, not next month, and not someday. Don't forget to keep God in your life and believe in yourself every single day.